welcome back to Rybrook, Shrewsbury BMW. I'm Matt, and today you find me in a kayak. Now, why am I in a kayak? When I did my video on the BMW X4, I said that as soon as it's ready for driving, I would take it out for a spin, and that's exactly what I've done. But I've kind of ended up in the middle of Wales and on a kayak. But that speaks volumes about how good the BMW X4 is and the space that's available inside. You can fit this whole kayak in it. So without further ado, let's jump into the X4, which is over there somewhere, and go for a drive. And I'll let you know my first impressions of the brand new BMW X4. What a lot of you are thinking. The X4 looks the same as the previous one. Maybe it probably drives the same as well, but I'm here to tell you it doesn't. In the flesh, this car looks completely different to its predecessor. Now, that's not the only difference with this car. Everything, down to the chassis, the suspension, everything on this car is completely different from the previous generation. The first thing you find when you jump into this car is the size. It feels very, very big in here, which I think is a good thing. Looking out in front, you can see the bonnet very, very clearly, which means that you can place the car fabulously on the road. The second thing you notice is just how light the steering is compared to the previous one and how direct it is. It's very, very, as I say, again, very easy to place this car on the road. Even though it is bigger than the previous X4, there's no doubt about it. Now, the model that I'm driving is the X4 X-Drive 20D M Sport. It does not have the M Sport Plus pack, so it has the standard size alloy wheels on here, which mean that the ride, in this car at least, is superb. The tyres are quite high profile, which means that you get a lot of forgiving give in those tyres. The suspension in this car is set up beautifully. The overall driving experience of this car, so different, so different than the previous generation. It's pretty much an X3. Now, the X3 drives beautifully. If you have driven one of the new generation X3s, it's much the same with this car. It uses the same chassis and the same setup as the X3. Another thing you notice straight away is just how massive the wing mirrors are. They're huge, which gives you a big field of vision. Now, my one criticism of this car is the rear window, which, being an X4, is tiny. But that's a small price to pay for the look of this car. Now, some people will love it, some people will hate it, inevitably. I think the longer I spend with it, the better it gets. Now, my personal opinion of this car, I would probably buy an X3 instead, if I'm completely honest. They drive completely the same. You just get a little bit more practicality with an X3, but they both drive fabulously. And if this is the way that BMW's design language and interior quality is going, I'm all for it. Now, I'll use this video real quick as well to give you a really quick update as to what is coming in the world of BMW. Within the next 12 months, there are some incredibly exciting launches coming. I can't tell you much about them, but there is some very incredible new cars coming from BMW. It's a very exciting time for the brand. Now, that's my initial driving impression of this car. Don't want to go into too much detail because I know there's plenty of reviews online that you can go and see. Now, thank you guys very much for watching. If you'd like to see more videos on the X4, do please let me know. Make sure you like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube for many more videos and content to come. Cheers for watching, guys.